Alright, back to starting. I guess now it's robot fighting time. Or cyborg fighting time. Do androids dream of electric fighting time? Looks like Renraku going with 2 recons at the start.
Looks like they have the same composition, 2 recons, 3 assaults.
Jeff, interesting, going with MPN recon. Rushing banana.
And it didn't work out well for him. Or Kanoko, with Shinra taking him out.
3 BONK members go down. Repaying with 1 of Renraku going down. Seems like BONK is limited to the street at the moment.
Must have done a pick on Rusher in Balustrade, but Daimler's now making the calls.
Tentacle on street trying to prevent the cap. Daimler in main with Ghost moving into where there was a cap zone. Shinra holding Balustrade.
Looks like they're now starting to try and flank with Daimler going through the subway and Shinra going through Balustrade.
I feel like the issue with that plane is you can still see both of those entrances from where Tentacle is standing, and he still gets taken down. He was trying to attack the Ghost Carrier instead of going for the Shinra on Balustrade. Daimler already getting Corporal along with Shinra. Really interesting to see if they switch to... They don't. Still just rocking that. Ooh! Who is that with the Mosok? Shinra taking the Mosok, going to Balustrade. Rusher taking out Tentacle and Banana, I think.
Looks like Shinra's going to start playing with the Ghost.
Rusher moving into mid, gets taken out by 2 assaults on NSF. There's a really good flank he had lined up, but it just didn't play out for him.
Looks like Kanoko tried to run away with his knife out, but it didn't work out well for him.
Looks like the 2 assaults left on Renraku are both piled up on one another, trying to hold Balustrade street. Kind of in for an uphill battle. That grenade just missing both of them. Could have been a heartbreaking defeat there for Renraku. Shinra picking back up his Mosok. Getting flanked on the street.
Ooh, nice flank by Jeff.
Both going through subway. It looks like there's 3 corporals now on both teams. Seems like everyone's switching to Assault besides Lizard, who's playing support. Interesting that the one support we have doesn't have early MX because Lizard only has 2 XP. BONK rushing up to take Banana. Jeff pushing up into Courtyard, watching that Ghost. Lizard taking the Ghost up to the cap zone. Has to be worried about getting killed in their own spawn. Mastercat's taking out Starbuck on the fence. 3v3. Lizard, what are you doing? Trying to do callouts. Nothing, getting taken out by Daimler as he tried to move through mid, I think. Mastercat's taking out Lizard in main, getting taken out by Daimler in return. Kanoko taking out Rusher and Banana. Looks like it's coming down to a 1v1. Daimler at 80 HP with ZRS versus Kanoko, also with ZRS, but at 59 HP. Really interesting to see if they try to tie or they actually play through.
Got it, 1:10 on the clock, so they might be able to see each other before long.
Daimler picking up the ghost, trying to figure out where Kanoko is or bait him in.
Yeah, Kanoku's within range of the ghost sensor.
Kanoko moving out to street as soon as Daimler drops the ghost. It's a good idea. Daimler using a smoke grenade. Might be trying to fake out Daimler, taking out Kanoko. Yeah, throwing a smoke grenade like that, if it could confuse the enemy player as to what class you are. It's not a bad tactic.
In that stretch of street where it's like between the green truck, it's also a very bad spot to try and come across. You know there's someone coming up on balustrade support or not. Bit of a bad play on Kanoka's part, but I won't fault him for it.
Looks like BONK is switching to 3 assaults, 1 support, 1 recon.
Nice trade by BONK and Renraku.
Jeff watching street, making sure Ghost Lizard can't push up. Ghost Lizard pushing up into courtyard, getting lit up for it. Down to 46 HP. Starbuck watching street. Shinra watching banana. Shinra moving through banana into main.
Ghost Lizard's falling back.
We're going to see each other in a second here. It'd be interesting to see. Like Shinra backed off, got taken out. No.
Gonko relaxation kills Ghost Lizard and banana.
Daimler getting taken out by a cheeky grenade from Mastercats. Muffin
Shinra's
taking out Starbuck in the subway.
Now
Looks
it's
like
up to Shinra.
He is in a good spot right now.
No.
Less of a good spot. Good play on BONK's part. I think they're really coming back from this one. 2v2. Daimler is the only sergeant in the match so far. Daimler does choose MX as assault. Like Muffin or BONK is completely dropping recon in favor of support and assault, which isn't a bad plan, to be honest.
Looks like Ghost Lizard's playing a very cheeky spot on a green sign.
He's abandoning that spot to drop down into main, going to banana. Seems like Renraku's playing very defensively, just holding main as much as they can. Ironically, I think BONK is doing the exact same thing except holding balustrade, so I think it'll come down to whoever tries to move up first. Seems like Renraku might be switching to street and balustrade, flinching first.
Up and down against the drop on Daimler, and Rusher takes him out. Tentacle taking down Shinra, and what I think was balustrade.
Ooh, Lizard getting cocky, going for the Milso kill on the support, getting taken out by the Kyla. Starbuck trying to trade him. Seems like it's coming down to Starbuck and Rusher as a support and an assault. The assault with shotgun and the support with MX. Neither one, I think, has great HP. Mastercat's at full HP, Kanoko at full HP, Tentacle at 11 HP. Very low. BONK also has the Ghost. They could push up and try to go for that. Seems like Mastercats might be trying to clear the way for a Ghost push. Mastercat's lighting up Starbuck. Taking him out with a grenade. Mastercat's grenade's really been on point. Tentacle taking out Rusher. That shows the danger of pushing into prepared positions. Looks like we now have 4 sergeants on BONK's side.
This map looks very good in BONK's favor. They're ahead by a point.
They don't seem to be picking Assault MX, which is kind of... that could bite them in the butt a little bit. Seems like a trade going on.
Russia takes out Kanoko and Subway. Russia's down to just 3 health, holding the spot in Subway. But I think
like Russia's backing off. Ooh, Russia, the only one left alive with 3 HP, holding the Subway.
If that smoke hadn't saved him, he might have.
Yeah, Lizard's still alive. Oh yeah. No, it's Jeff is the only one alive. My bad.
Yeah, wrong team. That's the 1v1.
I'm an optimist. Well, it'll be interesting to see if Jeff can take this for BONK. He does have 74 HP and an MX, and he's, I think, one of BONK's better players.
What? Not Muffin.
Well, Muffin's one of ANP's best players, so. Oh yeah, taking out Ghost Lizard, getting taken out by Shinra. Seems like they were baiting him in with the Ghost. Looks like we now have 3 sergeants on Renraku's side. Back to an even game. Two recons still on Renraku's side. It seems like they're going much more for defensive playstyle, which you think would favor a heavier class, but Shinra planning a death pack at the Ghost. They may be going for traps. Rusher taking out Jeff. Seems like BONK is holding Balustrade and Subway.
Renraku is holding Plaza very intensely.
I think this is going to come down to who flinches first.
Daimler's now going to start doing calls with the Ghost.
Rusher taking out Kanoko and Banana. Rusher is, I think, the only one in main, really. I think most of the Renraku players are playing Courtyard. I think BONK's going to have to back up a bit if they really want to go for that Ghost Cap, or prevent the Ghost Cap.
Muffin, Dono, and Tentacle are really far apart, so they won't be able to support each other.
Yeah, I think BONK really needs to back up and really coordinate as a team better.
Yep, now it's just 4v1. Tentacle
taking on Daimler and Subway. Tentacle does have the HP advantage on every single player on Renraku, but the HP tends to melt very fast. I think he needs to see that first. He is right on the Ghost, though.
Yeah, they're going to definitely be looking right there when they enter the sub.
Russia's moving in. Taken out by 3 at once.
How unfortunate.
You know, it is what it is. It's very hard to win those 1v3s, especially when they play all as a team. Four sergeants on both sides of the scoreboard, and Renraku ahead by 1. Seems like class options have stayed the same with 2 recons, 2 assaults, and 1 support on Renraku, and 4 assaults, 1 support on BONK.
Downward getting an easy pick on Muffin from Top Shop. Yeah, Top Shop.
Lizard actually playing Assault ZRL. Interesting.
Mastercast gets 2 kills on Rusher and Daimler.
Lizard trying to hold street with Assault ZRL. It'll be interesting to see if... No, he's taken out.
He does not believe in the new strats.
Actually, for what he was doing, I think that's a fairly solid pick. But, you know, the problem with ZRL is you really don't have the fire rate, I think, to compete with like an MX in close quarters. Mastercat's low, picking up the Ghost. Starbuck needs to get back to their spawn quick to prevent that.
Mastercats and Tentacle are both at 8 health, with Jeff being 72. But he's not moving to East Balustrade to try and help with the support.
Starbuck taking out Tentacle, but he gets hit quite a few times, down to 14 HP. Jeff moving in, taking him out. And we're back to an even game.
This has been a pretty intense game so far. Happy to
It's
see
not how
that.
I thought this would go. I thought BONK would favor recons a lot more heavily, but it seems to be working out fairly well for him.
It seems
Playing
that
more assault and support meta.
BONK has been studying our balustrade tactics.
Sit in one spot for 2 minutes and win.
The other strats.
Looks like a weapon trading palooza over in Renraku's side. You always want to get those done before you really start moving, just so you can really get into position as fast as possible. Kanoko taking out Starbuck.
Daimler tries to get the trade, but Kanoko falls back.
Rusher moving through Subway, might be going trying to flank. Be interesting to see if he gets taken out here. Ooh. Taking out Kanoko, who planted a det pack at the bottom of Subway. Daimler doing ghost calls, trying to figure out where NSF are hiding. The problem is, even if you know where they're hiding, it can still be hard to actually get a shot on them without getting shot yourself. Seems like BONK is pretty well positioned to prevent a push onto street, which is exactly what Renraku needs to do.
You know, it looks like Jeff is holding a Subway pretty aggressively, just standing right at the top, a bit back, with Tentacle supporting him from the top railing.
Everyone that's alive is at full HP too. Shinra taking a cheeky position, flanking in the Subway shop. Very close nade, almost taking out both Rusher and Ghost Lizard.
Well, it looks like the cheeky position paid off for Shinra, getting Jeff in the dome.
Yeah, seems like a positive trade for Renraku, only losing one player, but killing two. Ooh, and Mastercat's taken out by a support from the balustrade.
Ooh, can Muffin get the Ghost Carrier before he caps?
Oh,
he can't.
Daimler getting the cap. That cap zone on the street is very, very wide, deceptively wide.
How many hammer units wide is it?
Oh, I think it might be almost 128. You can be almost halfway across the street and still get it.
That's a bit large for a cap point.
So now we have 3 lieutenants on Renraku's side. It'll be interesting to see what they pick.
Mastercats is only 1 kill away, or 1 assist from getting lieutenant. So is Tentacle.
And 2 away. Like, I think this is a very, very close game so far. Rusher holding Subway, trying to prevent a push. Daimler also holding Quick Cap Alley. Kanoko taking out Rusher and Subway. It'll be interesting to see if, who was that? Daimler can take him out in return.
Like Ghost Lizard is holding the street with the SRS, but in very
Dom
awkward
will take out
positions.
Pinocchio. I think that's one thing, is once you unlock SRS, I think the entire street meta does kind of change. It can be very, very dangerous to peek your head out anywhere past like 45 meters of sightline. Starbuck taking out Jeff. 4-3 in favor of Renraku. 3-3 as Muffin takes out Shinra in Banana. Daimler in Main. Ooh, just misses the kill on Muffin. Muffin taken out in return, getting taken out by Starbuck as we're down to 2-1.
These are a lot of fast trades.
Master Cat's lighting up. Ooh, Starbuck backing off. Lizard is at very, very low HP. Starbuck is at very low HP, and Master Cat's is at full HP. Master Cat's getting lit up on Balustrade.
Oh, the grenade!
Ooh, Master Cat's taking out Lizard.
Killed.
I think that the jitty scope he has is really working in his favor.
It's up to Starbuck and Mastercast to determine the end of this round.
I think it's going to be 2 shots either way, and I think they fire about the same speed, so it's going to be who sees who first and who has the better aim.
You could
Starbuck
very easily
Subway.
you could very easily trade out one of the his Judy scopes with one of the other weapons of the ground, but it looks like they're going to be tying this round out.
When you, it's very hard to push when you have anything other than full HP. I think, and it kind of requires some brass balls to really push in like that. Yep, and they're tying it out. To be honest, it's hard to fault them when they're both 2 shots away from death. They don't know if, how much HP the enemy player has. That could not be communicated. Interesting to see, we now have 2 lieutenants on BONK's side. BONK down by 1. They also have 1 less lieutenant. Master Cat's trading a weapon for someone, getting a ZRL in return. I don't think he can outplay that SRS, though. Shinra taking out Muffin.
Ooh, Mastercast gets a shot from the SRS.
Down to 15 HP.
But Ghost Lizard got a lot more damage out from the ZRL.
Yeah, down to 3 HP.
He almost got team killed from his from the assault next to him. That could have.
Renraku pushing through the subway with the ghost. Doesn't seem like they'll be able to push all the way through though.
Yeah, with Kanoko holding the top with a recon AA-13. Rushers and Banana.
Ghost Lizard down to 3. There's 4 alive on the Renraku. No, they have 5 alive on the Renraku side, but just a few of them are just at no health left. You can sneeze on them and they'll die.
Ghost Lizard pushing through the subway.
Rusher still doing his best statue cosplay in Banana.
Shinra tosses a grenade, but doesn't hit anyone.
See, I think BONK, they definitely have to take this round. They're down by 1 and they...
20 seconds left, but most all the teams are alive. Oh, Jeff finally gets Shinra.
Rusher taking out... Lizard taking out 2 in subway with SRS. At 3 HP, that's not A feat to sneeze at.
Now it's just Mastercats with the ZRL, which was probably a poor choice for the recon that gave it to him.
And the other thing is, well, he was apart from their whole team, which I think actually did prevent him from getting killed when Subway got pretty much slammed. I think that ironically paid out in Bonk's favor. Even if the round got tied out and he didn't contribute to the round very much, he did made it prevent Jinrai from winning.
There's like some banter between the two teams in the chat. It's like Shinra pushed ahead and got the recon who was carrying the SRS. That would be Kanoko. But he
Interesting
doesn't pick
choice.
up.
Yes, sir. The recon. Not 100% sure about that choice, but
Yeah, but Shinra didn't pick up the SRS. So that's a pretty interesting choice as well.
Shinra taking out Tentacle, Muffin taking out Lizard, Lizard taking out Mastercats, Starbuck taking out Muffin, Jeff taking out Shinra.
Is this the Tempo Tokyo that we're talking about?
It's interesting to see if Jeff can take out... Ooh, he misses the Ghost Carrier. Pinned down now, and taken out by a Rusher. Couldn't crouch low enough.
Now it's 6-4 in Renraku's favor.
6-4, what round are we going into? 13 out of 15.
It's like BONK
to win both of these next two rounds to move on to the next map. Complete impartiality from our commentators here.
Yeah, it's completely not biased at all.
Mastercats with SRS on street. Taking out Daimler. Rusher watching Balustrade again, along with a Recon. Lizard, who has a Det Pack. Starbuck watching the exit to street and upper shop. Kanoko seems like he's trying to push into courtyard. Might be the weak point in the Jinrai defenses. Ooh. BONK taking 2 losses. That's not what they need. Now they're at the disadvantage in terms of players. Rusher moving into Subway. A minute and 10 seconds left. BONK needs to take out every single player on the enemy team to win the round. Rusher taking out Muffin, getting taken out by Mastercats in return. Shotgun fight in the Subway.
Ooh.
Starbuck taking out Mastercats. Kanoko taking out Starbuck. Kanoko taking out Ghost Lizard down to a 1-1. 8 health on Shinra, but he does have AA-13. Kanoko has 12 HP and MX. Ooh, Kanoko taken out by Shinra. That's game over. Real good effort on BONK's part.
Yeah. It's like BONK should have won all along or something.
I think we beaconed every single Renraku player at the start of the game. I think that would have been fair.